Okay, yes. Now, what is happening now is that the former US
Donald Trump
President Donald
arrested.
J. Trump has been, arrested. Or do I say he turned himself in at the Fulton jail in Georgia where he was, mugshot, had this picture taken and all that, you know, yeah, a sign of arrest. But he turned himself in and then he was released afterwards for 200,000 US dollars. Now, the question I want to ask and how it concerns Africa is this: would such thing ever happen in Africa? No, okay. Now, let me just drag it down to Nigeria. Would such thing ever happen in Nigeria? Well, the answer is I don't think so. I don't think so. Time and time over and over again, we have seen presidents who were, questionable, very corrupt. Like, for example, the immediate past president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, who was very corrupt. His government was corrupt, and a lot of corruption went on, right under his nose. Yet the guy finished presidency and then he's swaying about in Katsina and every other places. Don't forget that the central bank governor Emefiele, who is now facing charges, so to speak, worked under him. I mean, come on. If you are saying the governor of the central bank was or is corrupt, and then you say the president is not, then I wonder what is happening in Nigeria. Now, let me tell you, there are forces fighting the former president of the United States, Donald Trump. In fact, they don't want that guy to come back as president because probably the guy had some ideas or visions for the United States that the powers that be don't like. For example, the guy is totally against homosexuality. Mm. This is one thing that the West has been pushing, including former President Obama and now President Joe Biden. They have been pushing all this and trying to infiltrate the African system and values. Now the question is this: why are they doing this to Trump? 91 count charges against a former president, including corruption and trying to upturn the result of the 2020 presidential election, which saw him ousted out of power by Joe Biden. Is that what really happened, or is this all a witch hunt? Well, we may never know. But what is on is that he has been, taken to jail. Of course, he got out of jail immediately. But there are mugshots of him, former president of the United States. And over, yesterday or a day before yesterday, we heard the news
Wagner chief assassinated.
that the almighty Prigozhin, the boss and chief executive officer of Wagner Mercenary, was assassinated. He was not killed, he was assassinated. We all know that. We all know that he led a mutiny, so to speak, or a coup against the government of Putin in Russia, where he marched or was on his way marching towards Moscow. The question is, to do what? A lot of people said he had problems with the military, but you cannot have problems with the military without having problem with the presidency. So that fight was against Putin. And so, but there was a deal, so to speak, that was brokered between him, Putin, and a Belarusian president, whereby he withdrew and went to Belarus and afterwards back to Russia. Just some few hours ago, we heard that the plane that he was in crashed. But experts have suggested that plane did not actually crash, maybe because of mechanical faults and the rest of it, but it was blown out of the sky by surface to air missile.
Где ты, блядь, упал? Уя...
So you see, he was assassinated by the Almighty Putin, the one who decides who lives and who stays alive, dead in Russia, while the war against Ukraine rages on. That's the news for today. I hope you guys will furthermore check the stories and see what's going on our channel, on our pages, Writermatic. Blessings and peace out.